Hello everybody, welcome back to Star Racing Collects, where today we have another
So today, RVR, I thought you said you were ready to film. You didn't even put it on my phone yet.
That's your job. I pulled my arm muscle.
You pulled your arm muscle.
Yep.
We just found out that JR makes us all sick.
I got positivized.
JR is pregnant. He did a rapid test and it says he's going to have COVID babies.
Yep. And then I took a second one just to make sure, and now I'm having twins.
Now he's having COVID baby twins. Because we had two different rapid tests and both of them come back positive for him. So I'm positive he makes me sick.
I'm having twins.
Twins, yeah. Okay, so our VR today is for Mr. Tony Black. For those of you who don't know Tony, those of you, that's good English.
Yep.
Those of you that don't know Tony, he's got 472 subscribers. He does, I'm trying to think here.
All right, hey everybody.
He does a lot of TTMs. What are you doing? Get out of my feet. He does a lot of VRs. 99% of his stuff is TTM, but they are awesome. He did Elf. He did a TTM for Elf.
Nice.
He does a lot, basically every sport, baseball, football. I think he's done hockey, MLB, NFL, NASCAR. He's done NASCAR. That's why him and I get along so good. But he is doing a contest for
The age of 18.
his third anniversary. Happy anniversary, brother. As you know, ours 1 year's coming up. But for what he wanted to do, you had to be a public subscriber, you had to be a resident of Canada or US, over the age of 18, and if you have 24 hours with the Stanley Cup, what would you do? So AJ, if you had 24 hours with the Stanley Cup, what would you do?
Oh, brag it to my friends.
Brag it to your friends?
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't let your friends come over and see it?
No, I would just take a picture with them.
Oh, okay. You let all your friends take a picture with it?
Sure.
I would drive all over Grand Valley and Orangeville and drive everywhere with it. And everybody that I've ever known, I would...
Oh my god, then you have to go to where Edge lives.
He now lives down in North Carolina, I think.
And you have to go down to North Carolina.
So the other thing he wanted was, I'll get JR what he would do, but the other thing he wanted was, he wants to know who's the biggest Richard you met, and the nicest person, or the biggest Richard you've met, or the worst athlete experience you've ever had, and the best athlete experience you've ever had. Well, for my worst athlete experience, JR's not here to help me out here. It really sucks. Is that probably stand up on its own. Mister, let's do a bit of a thing here. Let's go, and we're gonna go zoom. Mr. Eric Lindros. Years ago, one of my first jobs out of high school, I worked at a restaurant as a waiter, and the second owners of it came from Port Perry, and their younger brother used to play with Eric's younger brother Brett, who also made it to the NHL. So they invited Eric and Brett to come over to the restaurant because the families knew each other very well. So when they did, it was 11 o'clock in the morning. Eric was so frickin' drunk he could barely stand up. Brett was awesome. His brother Brett was really good. But Eric decided that he was going to keep drinking, so when they finally cut him off, he said, well, if you're going to cut me off, fine, then I'm going to start charging people $20 per autograph. Meanwhile, there's a bunch of families and kids and everything else. and he was hooting and hollering and carrying on and making lewd comments and everything else. And finally, we gave everybody vouchers for free food, and we've asked Brett to take Eric out of there because he was just a real douche nugget. So that is my Richard. So my honorable mention for one of the best. Everybody knows my story with Edge, Adam Copeland. He comes from Warrenville, which is like 20 kilometers away from us. I used to work with his mom, and actually I used to play hockey against Edge, and I used to work with his mom in Walmart, and he used to come in to see her, and everybody would kind of stay like 20, 30 feet away from him and point and whisper and everything else. And I just went up and talked to him, and because I knew him from hockey stuff, and we started talking, and he said, "Thank you so much." He goes, it really bothers him that people don't come up and talk to him. But I talked to him for quite a long time, and we used to joke around, and then he used to come and wait in automotive. I was the manager of the automotive there. But he'd come and see me while he was waiting for his mom type thing. And then after he became world champion, he did a book signing in Orangeville. Oh, I should have grabbed my book. I don't even know where my Adam Copeland autobiography is. Anyway, my wife Darlene and I went in, and he remembered us and signed our book and hung out with us for like half an hour, and really, really awesome guy. That's my honorable mention. But my everybody knows we're big into racing with my family, and I was always a Darrell Waltrip fan. Then when he retired, I liked his brother Mikey. Then he started up his own team, and one of his drivers, he had Mark Martin, Clint Boyer, and Martin Truex Jr. And we went down to Charlotte, my father, myself, my uncle, and my cousin. We went down for the 600, which is the race after the All-Star race. Well, usually in Charlotte, between the All-Star race and the 600, a lot of the garages and everything, which are right around that area, you can go and do tours, and they do meet and greets with drivers and everything else. Well, we happened to go over to MWR, and sorry, I forgot to put the card up here. That's who I think is one of the greatest people alive. So I went over to MWR. I gotta unzoom here for a second. And while we were there, they had Brian Vickers and Michael had previous arrangements with somebody, or they couldn't come and do it. But it was fine. But I went to Michael Waltrip, I went and bought a T-shirt from Michael's. How are you going to do that?
So I don't back as well.
Well, on the front is actually that's Sherry's, Martin's girlfriend's. That's Martin's a longtime girlfriend. Okay, turn it around now and show the back of the shirt. And it actually that is Martin Truex at the bottom with his autograph just below it. Then you got Mark Martin in the middle and Clint Boyer at the top.
There we go.
Yeah, I know, but you can't see any of the autographs. That is Mark Martin's at the back of Clint Boyer's car. And over in the top here, above it, that is Clint Boyer at the top. Mark Martin is over 80 years old now, and at the time he was in his late 60s, still driving, and a really nice guy and everything else. But I was worried about him. He just basically did your autograph, hey, how you doing, type thing. When you got to Clint Boyer, he was too busy looking around at the girls and making comments and stuff. But when I went over to Martin, I said hi and introduced myself. He asked where we were from, and we're from Canada. And he started, I raced up there and I raced at this track and blah, blah, blah. And he ended up sitting there and we talked for 20 minutes. Great big lineup behind us and everything else. but he made everything personal, and he made it about me more than it was about him. And that's one thing I really, really enjoyed, and I've been a fan of his since. I haven't met him again, but he does a lot of charity work and everything else with his longtime girlfriend Sherry. Her cancer's come back for the third time, but she has opened up so many cancer centers now all across the United States. Sherry Strong. Yeah. So anyway, that's my VR. Unfortunately, the boys haven't really met too many. The most famous people they've met is all their relatives, so
Yeah.
we can't really, so far. We're going to change that hopefully soon. But I hope you like it, Tony. Thanks for doing the VR contest. Thanks everybody for watching. And yeah,
Have a fucking good day, everybody.
have a fucking good day. Oh,
Bye.
hold on. Hold on. There he is. Go
Yeah.
subscribe to Tony Black.
Tony Black.
Tell him Martin Truex sent you. And have a great day. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.